A roll call, school board members, everybody's here except Uslinger, which is noted, but we have a quorum, so we're moving on to 4.0 communication and reports. Finance update. Carla, are you ready? How's your computer?
Computer has seen better days,
Oh,
but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
all right.
Okay, I apologize. I don't have any notes. I was in the process of writing them, but we had a change of plans after school today, so we are, I'm anxious because we just finished up audit. They're just finishing up a few other things, so I'm excited to find out where we landed. I think we're gonna be a little bit better than we projected. I don't wanna hold my breath that that's where we will finally land, but I'm really kind of optimistic a little bit. Being my first go around, like I said, I don't wanna to jump to conclusions that we are where we are, but looking at the first page, looking under purchase services, there is a big jump from last year to this year by about 4%, and that's just due to some busing repairs that we had to get in before, and that's a little bit of a timing issue. Past ones we paid in September versus August last year. And then the other big note is supplies. I didn't get quite a chance to dig into saying exactly what that change is, but that is most likely due to a timing issue between last year and this year. So those are the two big notes on that page. Any questions? Okay, so going on to the second page, we are trending pretty close to where we were in the past. Kind of, some of them are down, some of them are up, and we're pretty close to where we were the last couple of years. So that's nice to see, and that is about all I had on that page. So questions there.
Any questions for Carla?
And then just really quickly on the treasury's report, we are pretty similar to where we were last year. So I like that to see that trend, and I'm hoping that we can continue that trend going into the rest of the year. So that was exciting news. So that's what I had there. Great.
Thank you, Carla. All right, 4.2 administration and department head reports, superintendent.
Yeah, I have a few things, not a ton, but strategic plan. Just so you're aware, we have a meeting tomorrow, and we administration myself have a draft of a survey in place that we will share with that group to get input. Things added, things taken out, modified. We'll also get a draft or a rough overview, if you want to say, of current vision, mission, and belief statements. And I think we're going to get close following that to bring it to the board at the next meeting is my hope to say, are you okay with this going out? Because it's one of those things. And again, there's not a rush. It's a one shot kind of deal. Not that you can't go back and ask, follow up, but hopefully we can get what we need. The READ Act MOU with the union, teachers union, is on the agenda here coming up. Just want to say we had a couple meetings with the Education Association. I am recommending, I think it's a fair deal using the early out time, but also roughly, I'm going to say, because I say roughly because we don't know exactly the exact hours it's going to take. Probably 30 hours at roughly the contract amount would be in the ballpark of 900 to 1,000 was what we agreed on. And like I say, I hope you will accept and move forward. And it's like I say, it's a good thing. At least in my mind, that they're getting some compensation. Because even if they're doing it on school time, then they're doing their prep work elsewise, and there's some funding for that. Just a heads up, bus driving, we have been, again, the bus drivers are doing a great job, but we're struggling on coverage. We do have a couple people in the hopper, which is promising if things work out and so on. And so it's moving day by day, but I thank the staff for pitching in. When I say staff, the bus drivers, some of them are doing extra routes, swapping things. There's office staff that are covering the phone morning and night and so on and so on. So that's that. And the last thing I have, I also have another meeting tomorrow. I think it's our third meeting with the crisis group. And so we should have our summary in place if everything that we can push out. It doesn't mean we quit planning. We have more to work on and some things. But we're doing a final read, with Nick and in the group. And, they have some updated staff members on there and so on and so forth. So, with that being said, I expect to, push that out in the near future because we are to put that out to families, people. Like I say, it's pretty general. It does, give some good information, but there's also a much deeper plan, that we're working on, org charts and so on of who does what and so on in each building. So, excited. I mean, it's good to have because unfortunately things do happen, and so, other than that, things are flowing and I'm working on levy and budgets and so on and so forth. So I'm getting out and about as much as I can, some of the buildings, and as well as community events too. So it's good.
Great.
That's what I have, unless there's questions
Any
or.
questions? Comments? Thank you. Committee reports? Any committee reports this time?
I don't have, other than like I said, the district leadership, we were with district staff development earlier this afternoon. Yeah, I don't have ton.
Okay.
We met one time, the facility met last week.
Yep.
And did what we're gonna call a quarterly report, I guess I should have, kind
Yep.
of slipped my mind.
I mean, Ron said everything was taken care of from the summer that he had planned, and I don't think there was anything that was missing.
Well, there were a
There was
few-
one little, the curtains thing, he had something happened with, was it a boiler or something like that, or something went out?
Correct, so he delayed the
We
purchase.
delayed
but-
that because he wasn't sure how much it was gonna cost to fix it. He has ordered the curtains for the pack and they're coming in because he got that fixed, and that was the only thing that was like a little hiccup, I think.
And no, and there was an acknowledgement too. I think there were 144 that sticks in my mind, like fix-it tickets or requests, and they got about 125 done. So there are some things still hanging. We didn't get into the weeds of what, those 20 were or whatever, but there are some fix-it things still out there, but they've been working, like I say, there are some things, for instance, playground next door that want some wood chips, and one of the buildings didn't get, I'm gonna say, cleaned as much on the outside. There's some black on it and stuff. And I don't know what the rest are,
You. And we'll move on to 5.0, the consent agenda. I'll move to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any questions or discussions? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 6.0, any opportunities for citizens to speak on items not in the agenda? I didn't have any. Did you? Okay. 7.0 is to approve the agenda. Need a motion to approve the agenda as presented in board book.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 8.0, district business. We'll move on to 8.1, improving the READ Act MOU between the EGF School District and the EGF Education Association as presented and attached in board book. Need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Any questions or discussion? Okay, all those in favor of approving this 8.1, the READ Act for the MOU, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 9.0, payment of claims and accounts. Gosh, Eric is gone. Alright.
I can do it too.
Who can read those big numbers?
Do you want a printed version? Well, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to, pay, following checks, 127,692 through 127,850, in the amount of $587,653.08 with no EFTs.
A second?
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, we are towards the end of our agenda already. We had a pretty light meeting, but we are doing a working session for the development of the superintendent evaluation. So I'm gonna skip 10.0. I'm gonna go to 11.0 and do board members' comments, and then I'm gonna take a motion to have a recess for a few minutes while we set up for our working session, and then we'll come back and work through that development of the evaluation. The final product will, come to the board and we'll approve it, and then that'll probably be next session or the next session or however long it takes. So we're not gonna tape the working session. That's not something we normally do. Cause like I said, the final product will come and be available for all to see. So I'm gonna skip to 11.0 board member comments. Josh, do you have anything to talk about this?
I got nothing right now.
Lindsay?
I have nothing.
Amanda?
I have nothing.
Okay. Brennan?
The only thing I got out is scoreboard looks,
Yeah.
so.
Scoreboards.
And again, I would thank the booster group for running with a product. I'd thank the board as well for supporting it. And you're gonna see something similar. I was in at a volleyball game, and again, there's nothing wrong with your scoreboard in the gym, but I think we'll be just as impressed with the one that goes in there. Yeah, it's, yeah, I think it's a great addition. Thank the community,
Yeah.
because I mean, the people that put the money up, is what made it happen, so.
And the boosters, they support all activities, and they have a big walk coming up on the 29th, which is Sunday.
And there will be a push. We actually just talked about it to all family members. They've asked that, I guess, the last couple of years, we've emailed or whatever, pushed it out through all share, so that'll happen in the near future. And I guess I could throw it, I did meet with the Ed Foundation in here last week, as well as the elementary PTA, both all great
Yeah.
groups supporting education. So it's cool to see. And it's probably the most people, and I'm just putting a plug out there, at a PTA meeting I've ever seen. I'm serious. They did some plug because there weren't many last year, and there were probably 20, how many? 20? Is that it? Yeah,
Nice.
so that's really good to see.
Yeah,
Really good to see.
yeah, walk, ride, or roll.
Yep.
Sunday, 29th, 5K. There's contests and all sorts of things. Okay, I also think scoreboard is really cool. I also appreciate everyone in this room and all the teachers. We're rolling now on the school year, so. And activities as well. So that's all the comments I have. I'm gonna take a motion to take a 5-minute recess while we get ready for our working session.
I'll second.
Who-
Right,
who
all those
made
in
the first?
favor? Brandon and Amanda. Sorry, Josh.
No, we're good.
All those in favor of recess, say aye.
Aye.